everyone, welcome back to 9th standard maths class. In this video we are going to learn the last chapter of 9th standard. Okay, the last chapter 13, statistics. In 8th standard we have already learned about statistics. That means just basic we have already learned. That means how to find create a frequency table and how to put tally marks, etc, etc. And one histogram also we have learned in 8th standard. Now in 9th standard we are going to learn about the average. Continuation is there in 10th standard, so listen properly and learn carefully. Okay, continuation is there for the next year, that is for the 10th standard SSLC section. This chapter is very important. Okay, you can score so many marks from this chapter, so listen carefully. Our first subheading is average. What do you mean by average? That is we are going to learn here. So here average means if we have a particular number set, for example 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, for example we have this particular set of numbers. Now to find the average, okay, the average also will be in between this number. That means average mark, average monthly income, average age, average weight, etc, etc, we can find. Okay, so to find average, the first step is we have to find sum of all these numbers. Okay, we have to find sum of the given observation. So to find average, first step is 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10 plus 12. You have to find the total divided by, after finding the sum, next step is total number of observation. That means how many numbers are given in a particular set. Here how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total 6 numbers are there. Okay, so second is total number. Now by dividing this we will get the average. This is the equation to find average. Okay, sum of the observations divided by total number of the observation. Now let's move on to problems, then only it will be more clear. Okay, so let's move on to problems from the first activity, page number 193. First question, the weight of 6 players in a volleyball team are all different and the average weight is 60 kg. First sub question, prove that the team has at least one player weighing more than 60 kg. Second sub question, prove that the team has at least one player weighing less than 60 kg. Here in the first question, it is given that average, okay, average weight of 6 players is 60 kg, that is given. Okay, average weight is given as 60 kg. This is already given. Now in the first sub question we have to prove that out of that 6 players, okay, total 6 players are there. Out of that 6 players, first we need to prove that there is less than 60 numbers. Okay, there is a weight which is less than 60, and in the second sub question we have to prove that there is a weight greater than 60. The starting itself I told you the average weight will be in between that number. For example, if 6 pairs weights are 20, 30, 60, then 70, 80. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 90 also. Okay, suppose this is the average 6 pairs weight. Suppose these are the weight of 6 pairs. Now average is what? 60 is the average. That 60 will be in between these numbers. That means less than 60 number will be there and greater than 60 number will be there. That is a rule. Okay, the average of any set of numbers between two fixed numbers, that means in between 20 and 90 the average is 60 here. That means less than 60 numbers will be there and greater than 60 numbers will be there. Just write the statement, that is enough for this question. Not so important question, just to understand the concept. Average of a particular set means in between that set. Okay, that means more and less numbers will be there. That is first sub question answer. Now let's do second question. Second question, find two sets of 6 numbers with average 60 satisfying each of the conditions below. First question, first sub question, 4 of the numbers are less than 60 and 2 of them greater than 60. Second sub question, 4 of the numbers are greater than 60 and 2 of them less than 60. In this question we have to find two set of numbers. Okay, two set of 6 numbers. Average is given as 60. Okay, average is given as 60. We have to find two set of numbers with the conditions given below. That means, what is the equation average? Average equation is what? Sum by number. Okay, that is already given as 60, and this number also we have what? Total 6 numbers must be there. Okay, 6 numbers, average is 60 here. So sum we don't know. Sum by 6 equal to 60. That means sum equal to 60 into 6, that is 6 6 are 36, 360. That means when you add the total 6 numbers, we must get the answer as 360. Okay, in the first sub question we have to write total 6 numbers. Okay, total 6 numbers we have to write, and sum of all these 6 numbers must be 360. Then only we will get average as 60, because 360 by 6 is 60. Okay, so 6 numbers we have to write, which leaves sum as 360. Now here one number, in the first sub question the condition is given that first 4 numbers must be less than 60 and 2 numbers must be greater than 60. Okay, 1 2 3 4, up to this 4 numbers it must be less than 60 numbers. So let's start. First let's take 10, 20, 30, 40. All these 4 numbers are less than 60 numbers. Okay, now we need 2 more numbers which is greater than 60. Before that, first of all find the sum of these numbers. Okay, so that we will get an idea about the next 2 number. So here 40 plus 30, that is 70, 70 plus 20, 90, 90 plus 10, 100. That means here up to these 4 number answer gives 100. Now 100 plus what is 360? We need 260. Okay, we need 260 more. That 260 can be divided into any 2 numbers which leaves what? Which leaves greater than 60 numbers. Okay, that 2 numbers can be any number that can be greater than 60, and that 2 numbers sum must be 260. Then only the total number will be 360. It can be any number. Suppose if we are taking 80 and 180, answer will be what? 180 plus 80, 260. So 2 number greater than 60, 4 number less than 60. Or we can take what? Greater than. Here if we cut 10 from here, and if we add 110 here, the number will be what? 70 here and 190 here. Again we will get 260. So any number we can choose, but condition must satisfy. Condition is what? First 4 numbers must be less than 60 and next 2 numbers must be greater than 60, and sum of all these numbers must be 360. Okay, now you can write one more set like this. You can choose any number. Keep in mind this rule. Okay, now in the second sub question it is given that first 4 numbers, okay, first 4 numbers must be greater than 60. Okay, first 4 numbers must be greater than 60 and the next 2 numbers must be less than. That is the second sub question. So let's do that. Here also sum must be what? 360, because average is 60, so sum must be 360. Total 6 numbers, sum must be 360. So let's write first 4 numbers greater than 60. So let's start from 70. 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, first 4 numbers. Now we need 2 more numbers. That 2 numbers must be less than 60. So first of all let's add these numbers, then only we will get the remaining number. Now when you add these numbers, what we will get? We will get the answer as 340. Okay, 340 is the answer. When you add these 4 numbers, we will get the answer 340. We need total as 360. So 340 plus what is 360? That is 20. Okay, 340 plus 20 is 360. That 20 can be divided into 2 numbers which is less than 60. Okay, less than 60, any 2 number we can write. It can be 5 or 15. It can be 5 or 50, or it can be what 6 or 14. Any two number we can choose. Okay, so this is also a set which gives 60 as the average and 4 number greater than 60 and 2 numbers less than 60. Similarly, try to write one more set. Okay, one set I have already given. Try to write one more set. Okay, so this is second question answer. Now let's do the third one. Question number 3. The table shows the children in a class sorted according to the marks they got for a maths test. Calculate the average mark of the class. Here in the third question, a box is given. Okay, a box is given, and in the first column marks and second column number of children. Okay, for a particular exam, 2 marks scored by 1 student, 3 marks scored by 2 students, 4 marks scored by 5 students, like that is given. Question is, what is the average mark? Okay, what is the average mark? That is the question. Average mark of that particular subject we need to find here. So when you get a question like this, here method is little bit different. Equation is same, average equal to sum divided by total number of students. Okay, sum by total number. So in order to find the sum, here frequencies are there. That means repetition is there, because 2 mark is repeating only one time, 3 mark is repeating 2 times, 4 is repeating 5 times, like that. So here method is, you have to draw one more column. Okay, you have to draw one more column. In that column, total mark. Okay, total mark you have to write. In this column you have to write total mark. So total mark means 2 marks scored by only one student. That means 2 into 1 equal to 2. Like this we have to write. Next is 3 into 2. This number into this. That is 3 into 2. 3 2s are 6. Next is 4 into 5. So 4 into 5. That is 20. Next is 5 and 4. So 5 into 4. Again 20. Next is 6 into 6. So 6 into 6, 36. Next is 7 into 11. That is 77. Next is 8 into 10. That is 80. Next is 9 into 4. That is 36. Next is 10 into 2. That is 20. This is the first step. Just multiply these two column numbers. Now next step is find the sum of these column. That means number of children, total number of children we need. Okay, now here total mark also we have to add. So when you add all these numbers, we will get the answer as 45. Okay, 45 students are there in this particular class. 45 students are there. Now total mark, 2 plus 6 plus 20 plus 20 plus, like that you have to add. Now when you add all these, you will get the answer as 297. Okay, 297 is the answer. Now to find average, average equal to, what is the equation? Sum. Here sum means what? Total mark. Okay, sum means here it is total mark. Total mark divided by total number of students. Okay, total number of students. Divide these two columns. That is 297 is the total mark divided by total number of students are 45. So 297 by 45, answer is 6.6. So 6.6 is the average mark of this particular class. Okay, for a particular subject the average mark is 6.6. Hope you understand. Okay, average means total, sum, equation is the same, sum by total number. Here sum means total marks. Okay, third column divided by second column, total mark divided by total number of students. Very easy one but very important one. Okay, I am repeating, continuation is the similar question that you have to do in 10th standard. So listen carefully and learn properly. Okay, now let's move on to next questions. Fourth one, try to do as homework. Okay, same procedure, try to do. Now let's do fifth one. Question number 5. The details of rubber sheets a farmer got during a month are given below. Two sub-questions are there. First one, find the average rubber. Then second sub-question, find the average income. Here in this question, in a particular month, okay, in a particular month, the quantity of rubber collected is given. Okay, collection of quantity of rubber for a particular month is given. That means 3 days 9 kg rubber collected, 4 days, okay, 10 kg rubber collected in 4 days, 11 kg collected in 3 days. Like that data is given. We have to find in the first sub question. Two sub questions are there. In the first sub question, we have to find the average rubber in that month. Okay, average kg of rubber we have to find. So what is the method average rubber? To find this, we need total kg. Okay, total kg of rubber and total number of days. Here total number of days is 30. When you add all these, we will get 30 as the answer. Now to find the total rubber, next to column total rubber. Okay, this also we have to find in kg. What is the method? Just to multiply these. So these are the answers I got here. Okay, I'm not showing the calculation because just a multiplication that you can do. Okay, just 9 into 3, 10 into 4. Corresponding columns and rows we can multiply. So this is the answer we got. Now when you add all these, we will get the answer as 381. Okay, 381 kg is the total rubber collected in this particular month. Now we need average rubber in a month. That means total rubber, that is 381 divided by what in a month, number of days is 30. So answer will be 12.7 kg. Okay, 12.7 kg is the average rubber in this particular month. Okay, now second sub question. Second sub question is average income of this month. Okay, how much income, average how much income he got, that farmer got in this particular month, that is the question. Now here for 1 kg of rubber, for 1 kg of rubber the amount is 120 rupees. Okay, in the second sub question it is given that 120 rupees. Okay, 120 rupees for 1 kg. For 1 kilogram of rubber, 120 rupees is the amount. Then what is the average income? It is not total income. Total income means 381 into 120. That will be the total income. Average income, that is the question. So average income means, what is the average weight here? Average weight here it is 12.7. So average income means this average weight into 12.7 into 120 will be the answer, because we need average income. That's why we are using average weight. If it is total income, we will use 381 because total weight is 381. So here 12.7 is enough. Now when you multiply this, we will get the answer 1524 rupees. This is the average income of this farmer. Okay, so fifth question also over. So first section over. Now let's move on to second section. Second subheading is frequency tables. So frequency tables, about the frequency table we have learned in 8th standard. We learned that if observations are very high, okay, if so many numbers are there, we will arrange the data according to the frequency. That means to draw the histogram, what we did first, we will consider, for example, if 5 to 50 numbers are there, in between total so many numbers are there, then we will consider the data as 5 to 10 how many numbers, then 10 to 15 how many, then 15 to 20, like that we will arrange. Okay, this is known as frequency tables. If we will get a table like this, how we will find average, that is we are going to learn in this section. Before that, till now we learn about average, isn't it? Average. Now here onwards this word is going to change, because technically this average will go as arithmetic mean. Okay, arithmetic mean or simply mean. Okay, mean and median. Mean we are going to learn in this year. That means in 9th standard you have to learn about mean, and in 10th standard you will learn about median. Okay, about mean and median you will learn in 10th standard. So average is the same as mean. Equation is also same. Equation is what? Sum of the observations divided by total number. Okay, so let's do the problems from the second activity, that is page number 197 and 198. Here is your first question. First question, find different sets of 6 different numbers between 10 and 30 with each number given below as mean. First sub question 20, second sub question mean is 15, third sub question mean is 25. Here in the first question, mean is given. Okay, arithmetic mean is given as 20. Question is, write two set of different numbers. Okay, two set of different numbers with the 20 as mean, and that set of numbers must be in between 10 and 30. Okay, numbers must be in between 10 and 30. You have to write two set of numbers. So before writing the numbers, like the first activity, only mean is given. Okay, total 6 numbers, that also given. Set of 6 numbers you have to write in between 10 and 30. So 6 numbers means we can find sum. Okay, then only we can write the numbers. So here mean means what? Sum by number. Okay, sum by number already given, it is 20. Now sum we don't know, but number we know. Sum will be what? Number equal to 6 here. So sum will be 20 into 6. That is 120 is the sum. Okay, 120 is the sum. So to write the first set, we are going to write the first set of numbers. Numbers must be in between 10 to 30. 10 to 30, any number you can choose, but sum must be what? 120. That is the rule. Okay, sum must be 120. Any number you can choose. So suppose we are taking 10, 15, 18, 22, 25, 30. I just take. Okay, now when you add all these numbers, you can see that some of these numbers are 120. No particular rule to write this. Okay, you can choose any number, that is up to you. Just add. First write 4 or 5 numbers, then just add this number, then remaining number is what? Just divide that. According to that you can write. Okay, no equation is there. Only condition is what? Sum of all these numbers, sum of all these 6 numbers must be what? 120. That is the rule. Okay, similarly you can write second set also. And for the second sub question, okay, this is for first sub question. Now for the second sub question, arithmetic mean is given as what? 15. 15 is the mean. So sum will be what? Sum equal to 15 into 6, like this. 15 into 6, answer will be 90. Again you can write any number between 10 and 30 which leaves a sum as 90. Okay, when you write these numbers, you must check that sum must be 90. That is 10 plus 15 plus 18 plus 22 plus 25 plus 30. This sum must be 120. Here also you can write any number between 10 and 30. By adding all these numbers, we must get the answer as 90. Okay, so try to do this. No more rule to give. If I am writing all this answer, you won't understand that. Okay, so try to write two set of numbers for these 3 sub question. One more sub question is there. So try to do that. Now let's move on to next question. Second question, the table below shows the children in a class sorted according to their heights. What is the mean height of a child in this class? Here in the second question, one box is given with the height and number of children. Okay, I just redraw the box because this is the way to draw the box. Only these 2 columns are given in the question. Height, okay, some students height is given. Now here frequency table is given because 148 to 152. 148 to 152 centimeter height have 8 students. Now 10 students is having 152 to 156 centimeter height. It can be any number in between these. Okay, 150 to 156, any number it can be. So this is the data given. Question is, what is the average height? Okay, or mean height. What is mean height? Now onwards it is mean, not average. So what is the mean height? That is the question. So to find the mean height, what is the equation? Total height we need and total number of students also we need. So before that we need one more column, because here frequencies are not given, exact one point is not given. So second column we must write as it is midpoint. Okay, it is midpoint. Second column is midpoint. Now the last column is total height. Okay, total height in centimeter, that is the last column. So midpoint means what is the number, exact number in between 148 and 152, exact middle number. So 148 to 152 middle number will be what, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. So exact middle number is 150 is the middle number. Second is 152 to 156, which is the middle number. The middle number will be 154. Okay, 154 is the middle number. Now next is 156 to 160. The middle number will be 158. Next is 160 to 164. Middle number will be 162. Now here 164 to 168, middle number is 166. If you are confusing with this number, you just write like this: 148, 149, 150, 151, 152. Okay, two number we can cancel from both the end. The remaining is 150 will be the number, or up to you, any method you can choose and just write the middle number. After writing the middle number, the remaining steps are same. Okay, here total height means just to multiply these two numbers like the previous method. That is, first is 150 into 8, then 154 into 10. Like that you can write all the numbers. Okay, only to find the midpoint is the only change here. The remaining procedures are same. Okay, just find the midpoint first, then multiply these numbers. So when you multiply these numbers, we will get a box like this: 1200, 1540, like this you will get a box. Now what is the next step? Next step is just to add all these numbers. Okay, this number you have to add, and number of children also you have to add. Now when you add number of children, we will get the answer as 50. Now here the sum of all these numbers is 7892. Okay, this is the answer. Now to find mean height. Okay, mean height equal to total height. Okay, divided by number. Your total height is 7892 divided by total number of students is 50. So when you divide this, we will get the answer 157.84 centimeter. So 157.84 is the mean height of this particular data. Okay, mean height is 157.84. Same like the previous case, only thing is one more column will be there with the midpoint. Okay, write the midpoint, and multiplication is with this number, midpoint into number of children. Okay, similarly try to do the third question as homework. Same like this, try to do third one. Now let's move on to last question, question number 4. Here is the question.
Last question number 4. The table below shows children in a class sorted according to their weights. The mean weight is calculated as 26 kilogram. How many children have weight between 23 and 25 kilograms?
The fourth question also one frequency table is given with the weight. Okay, weight and number of children, only these two columns are given. Weight 21 to 23 kg, number of children are 4, and 23 to 25 kg weight, number of children is not given. This is what we need to find here. Okay, this number we have to find here, and the average is already given. Okay, that is arithmetic mean is already given, that is 26. Okay, already answer is given, we have to find this number. Question is what is how many children have weight in between 23 and 25, that is the question. So here this number we need to find. So let's consider that number as x. Okay, just consider that number as x and do the same procedure. First find the midpoint. 21 to 23, midpoint is what? 22 is the midpoint. Here 23 to 25, 24 is the midpoint. Next is 26, 25, 26, 27, 26 is the mid number. Then next is 28, 8. Now here 29 after 30 is the middle number, 31 to 33, 32 is the middle number. Now in the next step we have to write the product, that is 22 into 4. So 22 into 4, answer is 88. Now here 24 into x, 24 into x is what? 24x itself. Okay, now next 26 into 7, like that. Let's finish. Now we completed the table. Okay, this is the total. Now what is the next step? We have to add all these numbers and all these numbers. Now when you add these numbers except x, x is not possible to add, isn't it? So when you add all these numbers, we will get the answer 21. Okay, 1 plus x is also there. That number we don't know, so we can write it as plus x. Like this you have to write. Similarly here also 24x we can't add, so just to add all the number, remaining number just to add. So here you will get the answer as 560 plus 124x is there. X term is not possible to add, so 24x also there. This is the answer we got. Now mean already given. Mean already given as 26. Okay, 26 is given as mean. Now what is the equation to find mean? Sum by total number. That means sum here it is 560 plus 24x. So let's write, instead of mean, 560 plus 24x divided by total number is what? 21 plus x. When you do this, we will get the answer 26, because already answer is given. Now let's arrange this and let's find x value. So for that, keep 560 plus 24x here. 24x equal to 126 here divided by 21 plus come to this side, it will be into, that is into 21 plus x. One bracket will be there. Now in the next step, write 560 plus 24x like this equal to, open the bracket, 26 into 21. Answer is 546 plus 26 into x, that is 26x. Okay, you know how to open the bracket, like this, multiply. Now in the next step, keep all the x in one side and all the numbers in one side. Here 560 and 546, 560 is larger one, so take this 546 to this side, that is 560 minus plus 546 come to this side, it will be minus 546 equal to, take this plus 24x to this side. So here already 26x is, then plus 24 come to this side, it is minus 24x. Now 560 minus 546, answer is 14. 14 equal to 26x minus 24x, answer is 2x. Now to find x, keep x there and take this 2 to this side, that is 14 by 2. What is 14 by 2? 7. That means the number of students which those have weight in between 23 and 25 kg. 23 to 25 kg weight have 7 students. Okay, number of children is 7. So number of children between 23 to 25 is 25 kg is 7. So instead of x, here the answer will be 7. So 7 students is the answer. So this section over, that means this chapter also over. This is the last chapter of 9th standard. So your 9th standard portions have completed. Learn properly. Very important chapter, the last section. Third term chapters are very important because continuation, etc. portion. Okay, because continuation is there in 10th standard. So learn properly. Hope you understand. See you in the next year. That means in the 10th standard video. Let's see. Okay, thank you.